Welcome back, guys, to Pokemon Ruby Destiny, Life of Guardians. We are back here on Dusk Path, and, well, in this Mineral Cave there's really nothing to do right now. There is this big Pokemon back there that kind of reminds me of the one thing in Earthbound. I think there was like this big mole at some point. I don't quite remember that, but I'm pretty sure there was something like this somewhere. And anyway, it just throws us out. So there's nothing you could do right there. This might be something interesting to consider for my next team member. But for now, let's just continue where we can. And that means just defeating more trainers to get more experience. And now that I have all those powerful attacks, the rider battles are much easier. Finally, I don't have to. If I can just one-shot them, I can prevent the trainers from using potions. Which is, again, a nice thing. Speeds up the game a lot. And this prevents stupid stuff like... Well, I think the worst battle in the game was like the one against the... Was it the... what was this thing's name? Like, Dwebble, I think. Like in Silver Desert, like the random trainer I was not expecting. It was a trainer that's... on the inside the town, Silver Desert or Silver Town, whatever it is, and that's like super annoying Dwebble with. I think it had hardened, and I didn't have anything to hit it. So pretty much was the only way I was able to defeat it was like praying for a burn, Charmeleon, which I still was using back there because at the beginning of the game I was using Charmeleon to get by it. Pretty much. The game is impossible with just new Pokemon because it takes a long time to get Pokeballs. So I was using Charmeleon back there, and this was pretty much the only thing that could hit me well. And there was the Sandstorm also, which was annoying, so I think these are... Okay, I might as well check out if there's anything south of here. Sometimes there is things. I know that there's... If you want to go to Breeze Island, the place that we eventually need to go to, we need to surf down south somewhere. I don't quite remember where. I'll eventually figure it out. I've only been there once. Yeah, like when I was like testing out where we can go. Like, if you remember, like 3 or 4 episodes ago, I was like exploring all these paths that we could now take with surf. And one of them is, I didn't show it yet on screen, because I was saving it for later, just because we need to go there eventually. As Liana already told us that we should probably go there, so I didn't bother to go there yet. But, this is completely redundant what I'm talking right now. Anyways, there's a place we can go south. That's what I wanted to say. And apparently this Bugcatcher is a little tougher than the other ones. Like, he has at least a somewhat competent Pokemon, which is for some reason slower than Frozzle. Scyther should be fast, if I remember correctly. I don't know why the Scyther is so slow. Frozzle is not the fastest Pokemon in the world. Oh, there has a Scizor, which could be troublesome. I don't have a fire move. I should probably get around and learn some fire moves for my team. Because this is like the one of the types that I'm missing right now. Okay, this is not gonna work out like this. I probably have to switch out to the Lament, because the Laments can deal with double team Pokemon best. Oh yeah, I still didn't check if I had Aerial Ace. Should probably do that after this battle. Okay, let's go for Shockwave, just in case Thunderbolt would miss. Thunderbolt would do more damage, that's without a doubt. Well, it might... I don't even know if Shockwave will take it out from here. Okay, let's risk it and go for Thunderbolt. If it hits, it always pays off. If it doesn't, then, well, you're dead. If Cypher used another slash, I think he would be dead after a Sword Dance. Okay, now I want to check if I have Aerial Ace, I think. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I do. Might as well teach it to someone. Let's teach it to Amor Swan instead of Heck. Well, okay, let's get Heck here. So, I might remove it later because I have better things that I can teach Amor Swan later. But for now, I'm gonna keep it on. It's the strongest flying type move after Fly that doesn't have like. It's not even that worse than Fly, and Fly has like has like the drawback of being a charge up move. So I think it is very much worth it. There might be another item down here. We'll see if we can get down there. Okay, this looks like a pretty simple maze, except I dropped down. Whoa, what happened there? Okay, I think I get what you have to do. This looks like another of these quicksand mazes. That I'll somehow have to find a way through. Alright, this is gonna take a while, so I might as well put up some music and then continue with the commentary when I'm through here, because there's really nothing to say here. Just have to watch the screen and watch me how I struggle with this. So see you a little later. Okay, we made it. I hope this helps some of you out who might have trouble with this puzzle. I don't know if anyone out there uses this as a walkthrough to get through the game. I get some comments from people that say that this helps them out. I don't know if they actually have trouble with the game itself. You can tell me in the comments if the game is really cryptic. So far there were not very many cases which I thought the game was overly too complicated. Usually there are not that many paths you can take. I know a lot of some games that are a lot worse. One game that comes to mind is Pokemon Snakewood right now. It's a pretty good hack actually, you should try it out. It's also rather difficult, I would say. Well, you can trivialize it with like one Pokemon that you get very early. That is pretty broken in this game. Other than that, it's a pretty challenging hack, and towards the end of the game, after you beat the Elite Four, it becomes extremely cryptic. There's like this one path where you have to like fight the gym leader that's like hiding in a mirror or something similar. And the way you get him out is like you have to give him some sort of food that you get by trading something in with a chef at another town. And there is really no indication of how you're supposed to know this. You just have to assume that you know it somehow. I was somehow able to figure this out, I don't know how. But after that I got stuck because I didn't know where to go next. So having a walkthrough in this kind of games actually is very helpful. Especially if it shows you what exactly to do. A text walkthrough it's okay, but sometimes seeing it on screen just helps me more. Okay. We remember this spot for later once we get waterfall. Okay, here we go. I'm always checking if I can go down somehow, because those paths south usually they're pretty hidden. Well, not exactly hidden, but just you have to look carefully to see if there's like space between rocks that you can surf through. There are a lot of spots that there's sometimes spots that I miss even in the real Pokemon games. Or just forget or don't pay attention that there is like this little gap between two rocks that you can surf through. Okay, last trainer. Now then we can like get back on land and see where this leads us. I actually have no idea where we are going. I think we are probably heading towards the next town, but I'm not too sure. Actually, I could check the map, but I don't know how much the map will help me. Well, it's because the map I'm using here is... Oh no, this is not Reign of Legends. This game has the correct map. Reign of Legends has the Hoenn map programmed in it. That's also one of the most frequently asked questions I get in the comments, like why I have the Hoenn map in Reign of Legends. And the reason is just that this version of Reign of Legends that I played for my walkthrough just happens to have this map. There are other versions that have a better map. Okay. Luster Sand Town, is this my destination? Rainbow Path? Yeah, this was the path that I couldn't go through because there was someone blocking me. So if I go here, we get to current path and then Luster Sand Town. Hopefully. Let's see how far we can go. Maybe there's something preventing me from going there. Okay. Apparently I'm on Seaside Path. It didn't appear that way, but okay, maybe there's something I can go. There's some place I can go around. So there's at least a trainer down there, so let's check it out. Maybe there's like a hidden item around the corner there. We shall see. At least we'll get experience. Also, I should probably heal at some point because like Sprinify is like my only Pokemon that can still fight. It's not like at reasonable HP. Cupid is paralyzed, and I think Amorswan is like in critical HP. And Sprinify is running out of his best move, of a PB for its best move, Swine Dance. And once I'm out of Swine Dance, I'm pretty much stuck with Headbutt, which will not do very much against all those water Pokemon. Well, the water Pokemon can't do much against me either. But just headbutting them until they're dead takes forever. I just hope I can hit 3 in a row now so I can finish this battle with Sprinify. And then just put something else in the front of my party. Oh, okay, against this, I'm probably better off to use Headbutt. Because Roserade 4 times resists my Wine Dance and has really high special defense to boot. Okay, this Triathlete apparently uses Hyper Potion, so you get pretty lucky with the flinches. I also hope that this Roserade doesn't have Poison Point. Well, we're not gonna find out. I don't think it had it, because the chance would be pretty high to get poisoned at some point. The Poison Point I think has 30% activation rate. I remember in the original Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, all Pokemon owned by Trainer, if they have multiple abilities, they will all have to have the same one. Well, if that made any sense. I'll just make an example. If you battle a Trainer with Roselia, or Roserade in this case, they always have Natural Cure, and never Poison Point. which was pretty convenient because our poison point is a lot more annoying. Okay, there's a cave. Okay, let's just go in. See what is here. Oh, mineral cave again. Let's see if this leads us somewhere. Let's use Rock Smash then. Let's see where this X leads us. Hopefully somewhere good. Maybe this was even one of the parts that was accessible before. I don't really know. Let's see. No. We might be able to get somewhere. Let's see. Not really. Maybe there is an event that takes place later on in the game, around here. But for right now, there's really nothing we can do here. So let's get back in. And continue. The good thing about Mineral Cave is that it has nice music. At least this makes it less boring to go through the same cave again and again. Well, it's not the same cave. Actually, I think it is. It's like a whole big cave system that's like below the Center region. I think that's what Mineral Cave is. I don't have any confirmation that this is true. Just what I think it is. That would explain why everything is called the same. There's only one cave in the whole game. Or at least every cave is called Mineral Cave. That's also what the NPCs tell you in the game. Oh, we're gonna have Dunsparce. If I wanted Dunspargo, its evolved form. No thanks. I already have a normal type. If I didn't have Cubit, I would actually consider Dunspargo. Because Dunspargo is not a normal type. Okay. I think this was a pretty big waste of time, I would say, because if I just went around here, I would have ended up at the same place. Okay, another Cubit. I don't want it because mine is better. Well, it's higher level, but it has EVs. Well, what am I doing? I forgot that I switched Frost to the front, even though I just used it in the last battle. Okay, I think this is the last trainer that I'm going to face right now, and then I'll think I'll end the episode, and hopefully we'll get to the next town in the next episode. At least I hope my commentary is somewhat entertaining. If the episode is not, at least I hope my commentary can cover for this. That's the whole reason I want to do commentary. Because when I watch an episode that does not have commentary and the on-screen footage is boring, there's really nothing that can prevent me from getting bored. Well, that was a completely redundant sentence, but well. Yeah, I think you know what I mean. Parasong, well, Parasong is actually an interesting attack. Also for competitive play, they are what Parasong does is after you use it, both Pokemon that are on the battle screen when you use it are going to faint in 3 turns. There's this perish counter going on. You can prevent this by switching out, which I'm probably going to do now. Well, actually not. I think I'm going to stay in and maybe I can force another potion out of this trainer. But in the next turn, if I don't switch out now, Frozzle would get knocked out. And so would Misdreavious, actually. So I hope that she is more preoccupied with healing Misdreavious up to full rather than saving it from being knocked out. Okay, let's switch out and let's see what the trainer does. Yeah, she's smart enough to switch out. Oh, it's Misdreavious. The evolved form of Misdreavious. Well, actually, I could have actually used Wish. One. Magical Leaf doesn't do a lot. I think I'm going to risk using Wish. And I'm going to knock out Misdreavious in the next turn. while it uses Spite on me, which is pretty irrelevant. I don't really care too much about my Wish PP. I'm not going to use it too often. But now I can knock out Mismagius, and then I'll gain half of my HP with the Wish, which is pretty cool. Okay, Mischievous is back. And now the perish count actually resets. It's not like it's fixed to the Pokemon. If you switch out, the perish counter just goes away. And also, there's no way to make the perish counter reappear. You have to reuse Perish Song. Perish Song usually is not the best strategy if you don't have anything to support it. Perish Trapping is a thing. Perish Trapping is like Perish Song combined with Mean Look that prevents your opponent from switching. That actually is a pretty good strategy because it's a guaranteed KO if you can pull it off. The other use for Perish Song is on Pokemon like that, well, for example, like defensive Politoed or defensive Celebi, to prevent your opponent from using setup sweepers against them. Because you cannot stay in too long if you're on Perish count. So that prevents the sweep. That's the other use Perish Song has. Well, it's a niche move actually. I actually really enjoyed Perish move. I was always thinking about making a Perish Trapping Jinx. That was like one of the ideas that I had back in 4th Gen. Jinx was like, Lovely Kiss, Mean Look, and Perish Song can actually pull this off. I don't think this guy will battle me because he didn't engage me right away. Okay, let's do the Bird Catcher now. No, it's not Bird Catcher, Bird Keeper. Well, back to the thing I was saying about the Jinx, is I wanted to make a Jinx that had like Lovely Kiss, Mean Look, Perish Song, and Protect, probably. The idea obviously was to trap the opponent with Perish Song and Mean Look, and use Perish Song, and then Lovely Kiss to prevent them and Protect to prevent them from doing something. And I actually never went around to do it. I don't think it's the smartest strategy actually. It has to work out very nicely. You pretty much have to hit the Lovely Kiss. Your opponent has to stay in to use Mean Look, for you to use Mean Look. Then you have to use Perish Song, and 3 or 4 turns later, you will eventually kill the opponent. Best Perish Trap Pokemon is probably the in 6th generation there was the thing called like Prankster Markrow. That was a pretty good Perish Trapper because of, well, Perish Song and Mean Look are priority moves. With Eviolite it was actually decently bulky, so it could like Perish Song and Mean Look and then protect itself with Roost and Substitute. And again I'm using the Defense Curl Ice Ball strategy because, well, I'm battling a Bird Keeper who will have flying Pokemon, so Ice Ball is a pretty good choice. Even though he just had Skarmory and Skarminger, which are not weak to ice, it still does a lot of damage. And then I'm also gonna save some PP on the way. If I hit this last one, this is going to be a complete overkill on this Pidgeot. Feather Dance doesn't affect me because, well, Ice Ball is a special attack in this game. They changed it to a physical attack later, at least in later generation, that's what I mean. But in this one, still a special attack, so Pidgeot goes down. Ice Ball is such a fun strategy if it works. It's very frustrating if it doesn't work. Okay, I think that's it for now. I'm gonna save right in front of this cave because it looks good. And next episode, I hope we are going to get to the next town, or at least do something more interesting than just battling trainers. So until then, I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and see you all next time. Goodbye everyone.